Morning, y'all. It's hump day. It's Wednesday morning, around 11 o'clock, and I'm going to make some collard greens. And I like my collard greens with a little bit of turkey neck, smoked turkey neck seasoning. So I put the water up to the turkey neck. I put the top on it to get a good steam going, like a rolling boil, and then I crack it. So once I do that, then I rinse off the collard greens. I lay them flat on top of each other, and I take out the ones that are like wilted or going bad. So that's my big pile of greens. Now I just gotta find a thing to stand my phone up. All right, I'll put them in the lemons. See if this works. Bam. Okay. So now I can show you how. This is how my mama taught me how to do it. I don't know, y'all might have your own technique, but what you do is lay them out flat. I flip them over, and I do a little roll like this. Okay. I did one cut like this, and I turn it over, and I do another cut like this. I always start with the stem side because I like to saute the stems with the onion. Some people, they'll cut out the stem and just do the stem first, the whole thing. But I like the stem. It's where the extra vitamins are. Because you gotta think that's where the leaves come up from the ground. And so all the nutrients go up through the stem. So it's always good to keep the stem when you're cutting up greens. And it has that bitter taste. So that tells you right there it has a lot of vitamins in it. Usually things with a bitter taste like that have vitamins and nutrients. I like it shredded like this, probably because that's the way my dad liked it. Papa Don, or Serious Papa as the kids call him. So this is why most mamas or moms or wives, we have big muscles because we're always cutting or dicing or carrying, moving. That's if they know how to cook. It's kind of hard to find. That's why I'm teaching my sons to cook for themselves. Because the art of, what did my mom used to call it? She called it the domestic goddess. The art of the domestic goddess is a long lost art in today's society where everybody has to work. But since the quarantine, I guess, it's coming back, so I'm going to teach y'all how to make collard greens if you enjoy greens, if you need to boost your iron intake, if you're anemic, leafy greens are the best thing for you. And if you're vegan, it's a way to get, iron that you normally can get in red meat. People don't eat red meat, so leafy greens is another great supplement for iron instead of taking their pills and stuff. So we're going to take this over, place it right here. So we got the greens ready. Now we're going to also cut up an onion. I'm going to use my sweet onion. I probably, since it's so big, only have to use half of it. So I'm gonna cut it in half. You see, I put the flat side down. That's to keep your fingers safe from getting chopped off. You always put the flat side down when you're cutting. And you just remove the skin if you can. I'm so upset with this quarantine that my nails look this way. It's really bothering me. I wish if one of my friends knew how to take off gel nail polish, they would come over and show me so I can get it off and paint my nails with regular polish. After this, I'm never going to want to get that gel ever again. So then when I cut the onion, I usually cut in the way of the vein. And then I cut like this. The boys were still sleeping. When I woke up, they hadn't went to sleep yet. I went to sleep at 9:30. And since I can't sleep more than 4 or 5, like between 5 and 7 hours, I got up at 4:30. And they were still up. That's my quiet time. I was like, what are you guys still doing up? When I get up early in the morning, I really enjoy it because I get to watch the sunrise out my window and have a little quiet time to myself. So they were still up, so I was kind of upset about that, but I put them right to bed without even giving them a spanking. So there's a kind of a film around the outside of the turkey. I guess it's just boiling off all the impurities. So what I do about that is I take a piece of paper towel without getting burned, so I'll remove it from the heat, and I'll just wipe the ring. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan and you don't put turkey neck in it, then you won't have to do this. I'm going to put it in a taller pot, so I'll just transplant it into this one. And what you want to do is you want to take a little bit of the grapeseed oil because it's good for high heat. For frying, baking, salads, has polyunsaturated fat, which is 10 grams, omega-6, 9.47, and vitamin E. And that's why it's so good for you, and good for your skin, your hair, your nails, everything. Has no cholesterol, no preservatives, and no salt. Certified GMO-free. So I put that in there instead of, sometimes people like to fry with butter, but butter clogs your arteries and it's not a good fat for you at all. And after you eat this and you feel healthy, you don't even miss the flavor of butter. Because you gotta realize butter is mostly salt. So I'm gonna put in the onions because as the water boils up, then the onions will fry with the oil that I just put in there. Oh, it smells so good. I love that. So then, we'll put the top back on it. Crack it a little bit. Get my fresh garlic. You always cut the end off the garlic. It's easier to peel it. And to release the flavor in garlic and a lot of the aromatic properties, you smash it before you chop it. My garlic was getting ready to sprout. Put a little green onion in it, some scallion. And then put my scallion back in the water. So it grows a new scallion. Put the roots back down in the water. My little fresh herb garden. I like to cut things on a slant just because I think it looks fancier. That's what makes me a gourmet chef, because it's not always about what you make. It's the love and the care and the time and energy you put into making it. So you can be a gourmet chef and make oodles and noodles if you know how to, put your touches on it. It smells so good. That's why you might just saw me eat. I should be wearing a mask for the quarantine effect, but God made dirt, dirt don't hurt. God made germs, and God made worms. That's my poem for the day. Alrighty, so I'm gonna wrap up this onion. I just put in a little Ziploc baggie and put it back over with my potatoes. upside down. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, y'all. I wish y'all were here. Oh, that smells so good. So while the turkey neck boils down, you just can leave it off. I wipe up and I clean as I go along, so that's what I'm doing.
This is Radio on iHeartRadio.
Even this little piece of the onion, if I put that in the dirt, face down like that, put some dirt over it, water it, you can get another onion out of that. Little darling, oh, we got a little piece of red onion. I guess I'll throw that in there. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Okay, so another thing I like to add for aroma effect is a bay leaf. I guess that's the Creole in me. And the beach bum in me. Bay leaves you can find along any ocean. You just take them, pick the plant, put them out in the sun, let them dry, and then there you go, voila, you have more bay leaves. That's one thing you can get from the beach, and from Mother Nature, that's very easy to get. And I have some liquid aminos, it's kind of like a soy sauce, but it's all-purpose seasoning. You don't want to put too much of this because you can make stuff really salty. So I would put about 1 squirt or 2 in that size amount of greens. You're gonna wait till after the water boils off to add that. The bay leaf gives it a nice aroma. I'll add this instead of salt. So maybe I'll just put 1 squirt of the liquid aminos and 1 shake of the iodized salt. The weird thing about this is when I bought it and I opened it up, it's only like filled up to here. I don't understand why they didn't fill up to the top. See, you can't see it because it's not filled up all the way. Makes you think you have way more than you do, so you gotta be careful with that. So I would just put it on maybe 2 holes. 2 holes. Season it up once I put them in the pot. You gotta wait till the water boils down, that way the turkey neck, the smoked turkey neck, will fall apart in the greens. If you hurry up and you just put it in there, the turkey neck won't come apart. So, you keep the lid on there. Think about what else I'm gonna make for lunch. Oh yeah, we made the ham last night. I think I'll make some ham, egg, and cheese breakfast burritos. So let me get that out. I like these tortillas, they're corn. I don't like flour tortillas. And then some eggs. And Miss Deborah went and got me some cage-free brown eggs, my favorite. Thanks, Miss Deborah. Since the kids are sleeping and they'll probably be asleep till this afternoon, I'm just gonna make it with 3 eggs. This will be my pan that I heat up my shells in. I just scrub it out with just water, no soap. I never put soap in my cast iron pan because it's very well seasoned. And if you put soap in your cast iron pan, it sometimes will give your food that soapy taste. So see, you just rinse it out and use the metal scrubber. Then to dry it off, I turn this on high and just put it there. Now I wait till it dries completely before I put the oil in because I don't want the oil to splatter all on me. So eggs, I think today I'll do the nature seasoning. Usually once the seasoning just covers the top, that's more than enough. I like my eggs with a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning. This is salt-free because the nature seasoning has salt in it. I'm gonna put a little bit of turmeric in it. It's very good for you. I got some new seasoning. This is cumin. That smells really good. Cardamom is Derek bought this for me. Oh my gosh, that smells really good. I think I'll add a little bit of that. And then coriander. Derek also got me this. He's my knight in shining armor when it comes to this quarantine because he drives to the grocery store with me. So my favorite omelet pan is my green pan. It's not green because of the color, it's green because that's the name of it. Sometimes I confuse Kai. Kai will be like, he'll get this pan. Because he'll be like, Mom, this is green. And I'll be like, no, I'm talking about my green pan. So the water dried up on it. So I'm going to move it to the back burner. And my green pan to the front burner because this is the big one. I'm going to turn it down to about medium since it's already hot. I move my tortilla pan to the back burner just to let it cool down a little bit because I'm not going to do my tortillas yet. Gotta wait till I make the omelet first. And I got a couple more steps to do before we get all busy with the tortillas. ham that Kai made last night. Well, Kai and I helped him. That was our Easter ham on a Tuesday night. It's the bone-in one, which is my favorite. I think it's a little bit more flavorful when you have the bone in. So, I'm gonna hold it on the top. Two slices should be enough for one omelet.
You're checking out Irie Radio. For all the best songs for summer, check out Real Fun Beach Radio on iHeartRadio.
Put this right on the cutting board. White part is the fat, but it gives it a lot of good flavor that you like. A little bit of the juice from the ham in there. I'm going to steam up that. And this is what made me think to make it with the collard greens today, because I wanted a ham, collard green, cheese omelet. So this almost boiled all the way down. Smells delicious. I just flipped over the turkey neck on the other side. Crack it again. Give y'all a look at that. See, the water has to boil all the way down until you saute the onions and the garlic. The ham, I'm steaming it up in some of that juices from it. And the glaze I made out of brown sugar, the sugar and the raw sugar. And I put a little bit of the Ancient Mama's, what was left of my Ancient Mama's syrup. And I used Marsala wine, this Marsala cooking wine, to melt the sugar down for the glaze. And then I poured that over top of the pineapples. And I put the pineapples, stuck it to the ham with little toothpicks. So I found my toothpicks, which I was really happy about. I just took them off the top because you see it's staying on the top because the glaze stuck it to it. So I'm going to cover this back up. And this can actually go back in the refrigerator, which I'm going to cut up for sandwiches and stuff as the days go on in quarantine. Even if you don't hurry up and cook it all at once, you can cut a big chunk of it, or I like to cube it, just like I did for the omelet, and put it in the freezer and save it for like soup or broth or sandwiches next week. But you can only leave things in the refrigerator for 3 days. If they're not cooked, they start to sour after 3 days. So you want to wrap up whatever you have used after 3 days and freeze it to prolong the life of your meats or gravies or sauces or soups. Like with the lentil soup, I can cut up some of this and I put the lentil soup that I made the other day in the freezer. So I can add the ham to the lentil soup, or for my vegan and vegetarian friends who just want just lentils, I can keep it as it is. But the boys, they love ham like this. I call it candy ham. It's a really big treat for us to have. Our little family tradition to have the ham on Easter and the baby back ribs on my birthday for Memorial Day. The opening of all the beaches and the pools on the East Coast. The East Coast beaches. So I'm going to go ahead, I poured a little bit of the oil in the cast iron pan. I'm going to swirl it around like this. Until it completely covers it. The ham's nice and brown now, so I can turn down the heat on this pan because this is also my egg pan, and I like that crispiness that I have to it. You see how it's like caramelized? That's from the gravy of the ham and the brown sugar. It's a nice brown caramelization going on. I think this is my favorite way I like ham. So I removed the ham from the heat, turned it down. Hey Ryan. You stopped my music. I'm making a YouTube video on collard greens and egg omelette.
Oh, you on a roll? You got some momentum. You're cooking channel.
Yeah. Say hi to the people. So what are you up to today?
I'm doing a lot of cooking. Doing a second laundry.
Yeah, I did laundry yesterday.
I've been doing it the last 3 days, so I'm finally doing it.
Yeah, my other friend Dion, she called me. She was like, I'm doing laundry. I'm like, yeah. Well, I guess I'm a day ahead of y'all. Because we had our big laundry day was yesterday. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ham on the cutting board. And I'm going to clean off the pan because you don't want a brown omelet. You want it to be nice golden color. You have off today?
No, I go in at 5.
Are you doing Lowe's delivers?
I don't think they deliver anymore.
Oh man, because I could really use some stuff from Lowe's. I need some garden stuff to set up my tomato plants. Yesterday, our broccoli sprouted. So I need a shovel, a spear shovel, and an edging shovel, and I need those cages for the tomatoes. So see, it boiled all the way down. You see that? How it's nice and it's sauteing the onions now in there with the smoked turkey neck.
I'm gonna let you finish cooking.
All right, I will. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna put my music back on now. But I'm just gonna saute this up real nice. You gotta keep stirring when you're sauteing. And I wanna turn down the heat a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down to like a medium so it doesn't start burning. I like my onions and my garlic sauteed, but I don't like them burnt. So you wanna turn the heat down. Let me turn my music back on. Where was I? I listen to iHeartRadio. Irie Radio. And I'm gonna take a little bit of water from the tea kettle, add it to the bottom. Now that the onions are a nice caramel color, let that saute a little bit longer. We're gonna cover completely on it because there's no water in it right now. And my pan's ready for my eggs. So I add a little bit of grapeseed oil. It's nice and hot. Got it back up to temperature. I'm gonna turn it down because when you're making an omelet, like I said before, you don't want a brown omelet. So you gotta really watch the temperature of omelets. Love you every day. Love you in every way. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, I. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So the eggs have been resting over here. Now, when I pour this in here, I usually go around the outside because there's a little divot on the outside. And I like to trap the oil in the center. See? Trap the oil in the center and then bring it on in. Bring the egg on in. That's what gets the egg a nice, just nice. See? That's a perfect omelet right there. Let me get out my cheese. Take out my greens. There's still just the onions in here. I just don't want them to stick to the bottom, that's all. So you have to keep stirring them. Then I'm going to turn down this all the way. I'm going to put the lid on it. And get my cheese. My favorite cheese is Colby Jack. I'm surprised I still have any left with the kids. They like it as much as I do. So then I want to open it back up like this. Spread my cheese around. I'm going to add my ham. That's my ham and cheese omelet. Oh, I forgot. I like mushrooms still. Well, mushrooms are a good thing to make anytime. I'm just going to get this. It's getting brown. Time to add a little bit more water. It's not too brown. It's just like a golden brown. See, guys? Add a little more water. Stir this up with a spoon. Get it unstuck from the bottom. Make a nice caramel color. So that is pretty much perfect. I don't think you can get any more perfect than this. See that? That's the base of the greens. So now, like I said, I have it open 2 holes. Shake that in there. squirt of liquid aminos. Stir it up. Now I'm going to add the greens, so I'm going to put you guys back over here. My lemon stand. I'm going to start with the stalk side first because the stalks are harder, so you want them to cook and be on the bottom, right near the steam. The art of getting them all in the pot and not all over the place. Oh, well, I failed at that. That was a fail, but it's okay because my stove was nice and clean before I started, so I just put them in there anyway. And the steam will kill any germs or anything. Just like steam will kill the coronavirus. And any virus. I should get these off of the burner. So it doesn't set off the smoke detector. And the ones on the floor, I guess they just bit the dust. Okay, now my omelet's done. Except I still didn't add the mushroom like I wanted to add. So I'm just going to add that really quick. Sauteed mushrooms. So if you remember that I have that pan, the cast iron pan in the back, I'm just going to saute my mushrooms really quick in that pan. Is what can get the egg from sticking. See? That's the secret. Oh my god, I did That ham is so good with the pineapple flavor and everything else. So now this is giving me time to sweep up my green in the cocktail. checking my greens. See how they're coming along? Nice and wilted. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Now, since I added the aminos already and the salt, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt-free garlic and herb. I also like my toasted minced onion. Toasted gives it a like smoky type flavor. And a little bit of my garlic powder. I'm gonna go ahead and stir up my mushrooms. And then I'm gonna set y'all back in the limes so I can get a little bit of liquid to put in my mushrooms. So I put the liquid in here last night. I have 2 containers of the liquid from the ham gravy. I'm gonna take a teaspoon to it because it has grease on the top. And I want to get the gravy from underneath. I just don't want the grease off the top. When you just pour it in there, and then it'll get the grease off the top. But since I want the gravy part, the marsala wine, the celery seeds, and the stuff I used to use to make the gravy. See how pretty those mushrooms are sauteing up? Oh my gosh, they're shiitake mushrooms, my favorite. Okay, now this is hot, so I'm going to grab my pot holder. I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. I kept the lid off to the green so I can hear if the water burnt goes out at the bottom. When you stop hearing the boiling, that's how you know you need to add some more water. Or water. Added a little bit more grapeseed oil. Now I'm ready to start doing my shells. So now I'm going to stir up these greens again. Flip them over. That way my little sauteed onions and my garlic, the fresh stuff at the bottom, can cover everything. Now that's the secret to my greens, y'all. Faith, you can watch my video, follow along, get the ingredients. If you want the ingredients, just comment below, comment in the messages, send me a text, or like I love, call me on the phone. So I still see and hear the water in the bottom. Now it's time to cover it up. And you just pretty much steam it the rest of the way. You want to turn it down to low. We'll put it on that low. Flip over my tortilla shell. and then turn back my omelet. Flip my omelet on over. See? And it came up so nicely with that grapeseed oil on it. I like to be a little extra and add some 4 cheese Mexican, since I'm making tortillas with it. Getting all into my heritage with my Mexican folks.
This is the best reggae from
Get a little
yesterday
bit
to today. I'm dangling off the whalers. This is Irie Radio.
Oil on it. Flip it over. I don't like my shells too hard, so I'm gonna turn off that. Since, like I said, I'm only making it for me. Unless one of my friends wants to come join me, this is all me, y'all. Said it was 96 degrees in the shade. Oh, my other favorite thing. Oh, I'm so glad I have it. Is salsa. That's kind of like my secret ingredient. And since I just got it out of the refrigerator, I gotta turn on this pan a little bit. Add the cheese. Flip it back over. Add a little cheese on the outside. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. All right, and that is it. As you know, I wanted to also put my collard greens in it. That was the whole purpose for making my greens, was to add to my omelet, but my greens aren't ready quite yet. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till a little bit later when the boys wake up. And I will put a picture on Live Love Eats Instagram so you can see the finished product. Thanks for joining me today. I bug you. Peace, guys and girls, and love.